Bitcoin ain't doing too well, guys. Crypto's not doing so well, guys. Looks like this thing's about to flatline soon. It's not looking good out there, guys. Hopefully we can maintain that 200-day movement support. Oh no! Bitcoin! Crypto! What's going on? Oh no, guys. I think we might have lost it. Oh no. No. Oh my god. No. Guys, I'm really sorry that you guys had to endure that. But cryptocurrency market's not looking too well here. Not looking too well. Let's get into it. We'll look at the charts here. Just give me a second to fire things up here for a second here, and we'll get into it. Oh boy, Bitcoin at $82,800, and we are hovering around the 200-day moving average, which is our last line of support. 200-day moving average is currently this red line right here, and that's sitting at currently at $83,035. Guys, we just lost that. Okay, as of now, we're below that 200-day moving average on the daily time frame here. Okay, and I mean, we came below that. We flirted with it on Friday 28th here. Then we came back. We got a nice hammer candle, which had some follow through on Saturday, March 1st, and then Sunday, March 2nd. We had even more follow through, where we got that tweet from Trump about you know, crypto reserve coming out, and Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Ripple, and yeah, did I say them all? Solana. Those cryptocurrencies were supposed to be added to the strategic reserve, and then Trump did the tariff talk, and we came down. And then Friday was the crypto summit, and the markets didn't like the fact that they're not buying crypto. Okay, they're not buying Bitcoin, they're not buying Ethereum, they're not they're just holding on to the crypto that they already have, which is like a nothing burger. Okay, and I was a little bit negative on Friday because I knew the markets weren't going to like that, and they didn't. And here we are today, and we are getting through the end of this weekend here. The daily candle is going to be closing about 2 hours and 49 minutes from now. Daylight savings time is now in effect here in America, but yeah, we got about 2 more hours left. So about like 8 p.m. East Coast time is when this daily candle is going to close. And it looks like we're going to close right below the 200-day moving average here on Bitcoin. Okay. And that's going to send a signal to people that follow the markets, that day trade this professionally, that we're officially in a bear market. Okay, once we close below that 200-day moving average. Okay, that's why I did the little theatrics earlier in the live stream with the flat line and the heartbeat flatlining, because where do we go from here if we lose that 200-day moving average? Okay, if Bitcoin's going to continue being bearish, we still have this 0.236 level at $77,000. Is where Bitcoin can go next, and that's where Bitcoin almost ended up going here on Friday the 28th, when we saw Bitcoin get as low as like $78,000. But I mean, could Bitcoin go lower than that? Sure it can. Okay, you got some price support here at $67,000 for Bitcoin, and you got maybe like the low 70K area as well. but it's not looking too good. And if I zoom out, I could probably do like the 2-day chart here. Okay, let me just put that time frame in there. Let me just add the 2-day, but you could do the 2-day. See what the moving average is for the 200-day moving average on the 2-day chart. Okay. Oh, it's saying it already exists. What? Okay, wait a second. Do I already? I don't have it. Oh, I do have it. There it is. Okay. So the 2-day chart, right? Moving average, the red line on the 2-day is saying that Bitcoin could come down to like $73,000. Okay. And, you know, if you're not going to say we're in a bear market now, I mean, do you really need to go down to $73,000 for you to finally admit that we're in a bear market with crypto and Bitcoin? Most of these altcoins are already down 50% from their most recent highs. The definition of a bear market in the stock market world is being down more than 20% from your most recent high. Bitcoin currently qualifies for that. We are down more than 20% on Bitcoin here from the all-time high that we put on January 19th. We got as high as 109,358. I'll currently measure it out for you, for those of you who do not believe me. But I mean, for those of you who already done the math, you know that we are now below the 20% mark here. Okay, currently we are down about 24% on Bitcoin. Okay, that number right there. So if you were to talk to somebody in the stock market world and you told them that your Bitcoin or your crypto's down 24%, they would say, "Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like you're in a bear market. When do you think things are gonna pick back up again?" When do we think things are gonna pick up up again? Well, we thought we were gonna get a pick-me-up on Friday with Crypto Strategic Reserve, but that didn't really happen because they didn't say that they're buying crypto. And there was like some rumors about no tax on crypto. I think that was started by Eric Trump, and that didn't come into fruition either. The good news about crypto is that if the government's going to own Bitcoin in the strategic reserve, then you know for damn sure they're not going to ban it. Why would they ban something that they own, okay, that they're going to hold on to? So that's the bit of good news I can take from having a strategic Bitcoin reserve and crypto stockpile, as some of them were calling it. But the other positive catalyst that we could be looking forward to here is possibly inflation and unemployment. And what I mean by that is unemployment did go up on Friday, a little bit, not a lot, but it was going up. So that's considered the wrong direction in the eyes of the federal government and the Federal Reserve. And also with inflation, we have the CPI report coming out, I believe on Wednesday. Let me take a look at the charts here with you guys. Let's look at one of my charts here. Okay, that tells us when exactly we can expect inflation and what we're expecting here. Okay, so we have the CPI data coming out, the Consumer Price Index coming out on 8:30 a.m. On Wednesday, and that they're expecting inflation to come in at like 0.3%. That's the expected number. Last month was 0.5%. They're expecting CPI year over year to be 2.9%. Last month it was around 3%, and core CPI should be about 0.3%. So we're looking for numbers that are lower than that. If those numbers are lower going into Wednesday, that gives the Federal Reserve confidence to lower interest rates, and that could be the saving grace to help Bitcoin get back up to higher prices here. That would also help out the stock market as well. Okay, so pay attention, write that down in your calendar. Wednesday coming up here, we're looking to see if inflation is going to be coming down, so that way we can have interest rates come down. Okay, but yeah, let's get into it here some more. We're gonna look at some other cryptos here. Let's look at geez, I mean, where do I start? We'll start with Solana. Okay, Solana currently down 6.6%. Solana has already lost its 200-day moving average here. Okay, that red line. How low could Solana possibly go? I believe we had $110 was the price target that we were looking at for Solana. If I turn on the VRVP, it should say something to that nature. We have currently right now we have a value area low at $100, and then also we have some more volume here at $110. So that could be the next area for Solana to go if it's going to continue being bearish here. The little bit of hope that I have for Solana here is that the MACD is showing less selling pressure. So maybe we can start looking for some bullish divergences on the RSI. But right now, let's look at the RSI. You can see the RSI is creating lower lows. Okay, so it's not over yet as far as going down in price on Solana. What can we possibly do here? How can we possibly game plan this? Well, like I said, I'm expecting $100 psychological level and also this value area low to be defended for Solana. I feel like people are going to step in and try to buy Solana at those prices. Some might be greedy and try to get it below that if it does go below it, but I'm expecting a bounce off the $100 level and then also a bounce off the $110 level where we have some volume there as well. I can't really make a bullish case for Solana. Let's see what the 2-day is showing for Solana. You know, we're getting into some dire times when I have to go into the 2-day time frame here to look for the 200-day moving average on that one. The 200-day moving average is still above us. So even on the 2-day, it's looking pretty dire. Let's see if I go into the 3-day. Oh, wow. Look at this. Now, look at the 3-day here. So on the 3-day moving average is saying that, you know, Solana could get some support where it is right now at $128. Okay. And, you know, the moving average is just a guidance. You shouldn't just you shouldn't really hold yourself to just one particular indicator. You want to see a confluence of indicators that are intersecting at a particular level for you to get an idea as like where the cryptocurrency might get a bounce. Now, the 200-day on the 3-day chart is saying that Solana should get a bounce off right now where it is right now at $127. So we'll see. Okay. We also have a lot of volume here at $127. We also have a lot of price support candle wicks that have bounced off of the $127 level here. Okay. So we'll see if Solana is able to hold it. Okay. Very, very, very tight. I mean, this one's close to flatlining. If we lose that $127 level, look out below. We're coming down to 110 or 100 on Solana. Okay. Can't really give you guys a bullish case anymore on these cryptos because it seems like every time we try to come up with a bullish case, this thing keeps failing. And that's probably because we're in the bear market in these cryptos. Okay. So it's looking more bearish than bullish in cryptocurrency world here. Let's see. We'll look at we'll go ahead and look at Ethereum and then XRP after that. So here we are on the 3-day chart for Ethereum, and Ethereum is even worse. Wow. Okay, let me get rid of this here. Ethereum is looking even worse than Solana. Ethereum is already below its 3-day moving average. Okay. Daily moving average. The daily moving average is at 2,900. That's way above us right now. But coming back to the 3-day, I mean, the 3-day is sitting at $2,700. So Ethereum is a lot more bearish than Solana is at this point. How much lower could Ethereum go? We do have some volume here right now where we're at $2,000, and then we also have some more volume at the $1,900 level. So Ethereum might get a bounce at like $1,900, and then we got the point of control currently sitting at $1,600 on Ethereum. Okay. Very dire. A lot of these cryptos have lost. I mean, Ethereum, I believe, is below where it was before Donald Trump got elected. Okay. Here in November when did Donald Trump got elected? Around November 5th here. We saw Ethereum as low as $2,300. Right now, Ethereum is at $2,000. So Ethereum lost everything that it gained after Trump got elected in November 2024. Yeah, bad news. This thing could go down to 19, then 18, and then 16 looks like to be the next levels if we continue on this downtrend here with Ethereum. Moving on to XRP. XRP is actually one of the stronger high market cryptocurrencies that are out there. Stronger than Bitcoin, stronger than Ethereum, stronger than Solana. XRP is holding on tight, but I mean, that doesn't mean XRP can't go down as well, because just looking at the 3-day chart here, XRP is down about 8% in the last 3 days here. And then the 3 days before that, it was down about 2.8%. We might get some support on the 50-day 50 moving average here at $1.97, but if we lose that, then this one's going to come down real quick to the $1.40, $1.50 area, where we have some sideways trading action in that area. Okay, if I turn on the VRVP, it should agree with me as well. Yeah, we have a high volume node here at about $1.47 for Ripple. So Ripple losing $2 is going to come right down to $1.40, $1.50 area. Okay, so that's what we got to be careful with Ripple. If Ripple decides to become bullish for whatever reason, then it should do a quick climb right back to 246 here, where we have high volume node, and on the VRVP right here. And then of course we have a big gap, which could send Ripple back to about $3.14 is the target if we're going to be bullish here on Ripple. Okay, all right, moving on to other cryptos. We'll go take a look at Sui, and then we'll take a look at Aptos after that. Sui currently trading at $2.32 here, down 6%. Go back into the daily chart. Sui was on the 200-day moving average, this red line here. Let me get rid of the VRVP for a second here. This 200-day moving average was trying to give support to Sui in the last week of February, going into March here. And we lost that 200-day moving average, and we're closing below it. So, you know, Sui is about to flatline as well. And if it does come down, I'm expecting Sui to get some support at $2. So we could lose about another 15-20% here on the price action before Sui gets a dead cat bounce maybe. I'm trying to look at the stochastics right now. Stochastic RSI is in the lower levels here, but that doesn't mean that we can't stay low. We would want to see this line to start curving back up again for us to know that we're kind of like bottoming out here. Let me go ahead and turn on the VRVP here real quick, and we'll see what kind of volume we can expect at these lower levels here. So there's a lot of volume here at the $2 area for Sui. Also some volume here at $1.76, $1.80. So I'm expecting Sui to get like a pity bounce or a dead cat bounce off of that level. We're gonna pay attention to the RSI to see if there's any bullish divergence starting to form to let us know that we're getting towards the end of this down move here, this downdraft. But yeah, I could definitely see Sui coming down to the $2 area, $1.80, if we continue on with this downward trend here. Okay, can't get bullish until we get above that red line. The red line is currently sitting at $2.93. So once you see Sui get above $2.93, you can start to be bullish on Sui. All right, I feel like a broken record. Every one of these cryptocurrencies is bearish. Guys, if you have any cryptocurrency that you know that's actually bullish out there, let me know. We'll take a look at the crypto bubbles chart soon to see if there's any cryptos out there that are doing that are actually going up today. There might be like a random meme coin or something out there that's doing pretty well. But guys, if you know of any cryptos that is actually having a good day today, put that in the request. Put that in the comments, and I'll take a look at it on the charts here. Yeah, I'll leave the volume on. Okay, let me get rid of the VRVP here on Aptos. All right, so Aptos has been in this downward trend for a while here. Okay, kind of like a falling wedge or a descending channel. Let me get rid of that. We already know how that played out. Looks like Aptos is going sideways after hitting the $6 area. We have seen Aptos go as low as $5 for only a couple of days here. Before it bounced up to like the $5.50, $5.60, I'm sorry, $5.50, $6 area. Aptos looks like it's actually starting to bottom out here because look at this. We have lower lows, right? It's pretty obvious that we made lower lows on the price here on Aptos. But look at this, guys, okay? We're getting higher lows on the RSI. This is signaling to me that Aptos is bottoming out. You can kind of see that because we've been going sideways on Aptos for like the last few weeks here since the beginning of February. So Aptos could be bottoming out here. And that kind of makes sense because if you look back throughout the past couple of years here, you know, Aptos at $5 or even $4 a coin here has been the bottom before it goes back up again. Same thing here back in like September, October 2023, the bottom before it went up on a bull run. Okay, so $4, $5 Aptos seems to be a pretty good deal, and it seems like investors and traders are spotting that, and they're buying Aptos at these levels. So there's a little bit of hope for Aptos at these levels here. If Aptos decides to go lower, let's see. We'll turn on the VRVP here real quick. And we'll zoom out and see what the data is showing us. Okay, so point of control is like actually at $9. So Aptos wants to go back to $9. Value area low is at $5.20. So, you know, I think Aptos could continue going down a little bit more down towards $5.20. Geez, I mean, could Aptos go any lower? Possibly. Last time Aptos went any lower than where it is right now, it was at $4.30 back in August of 2024, August 5th here. So maybe you might get lucky and you can put in some buy limit orders there. But this cryptocurrency is showing a little bit of strength because it's already been beaten down already. Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, it's just bloodbath out there. Everything's in red. All these numbers here, all these cryptos that I usually follow here, everything's in red. This is stock market here. Stock market. Yeah, that's in the green. Yeah, it's bad. Let's look at crypto bubbles here, or coin market. Let me go into crypto bubbles here. Crypto bubbles. See what everything's in the red. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I'm looking at the daily just for the day here. All the bubbles here are in the red. Yikes. Was anything in the green for this week? We got Bitcoin Cash trying to hold on to some green here at 9.1%. Interesting. Bitcoin Cash is actually down 6.7% today though. For the month, there's some green still out there. We got Maker, Tia, MNT, I believe Sonic, Monero, and Bitcoin Cash are like the only ones that are still in the green for the month. Still a bad month for crypto. Unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the Bitcoin Cash chart, since Bitcoin Cash was actually the only crypto here that was actually in the green for the week. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick here on the chart, see why that might be the case. Why is Bitcoin Cash in a bid? Bitcoin Cash. Let me get rid of the VRVP here real quick. And Bitcoin Cash was below the 200-day moving average for most of the month of February here. And looks like somebody decided to throw some bids in here on Bitcoin Cash, because look at this. On Wednesday, this past Wednesday, March 5th, Bitcoin Cash went up like 21%. Interesting. Okay. But Bitcoin Cash is creating a flag now. This could possibly be a bull flag. Okay. All right. And if this is a bull flag, then you would just measure from the bottom of the flagpole here to the top of the flagpole. You take that measure move to where, you know, if Bitcoin Cash breaks out where it is right now at $3,360, you could see Bitcoin Cash get up to this blue number here at $471. Interesting. Interesting. Just looking at the RSI here, you can see that Bitcoin Cash is creating higher lows. So Bitcoin Cash was getting some accumulation here during the month of February, and it looks like we got that that breakout move here in the first week of March, this past week that we just had here. So Bitcoin Cash might be one of the only cryptos here that you could possibly be bullish on, and that's interesting. I'd like to know what your comments are, your thoughts as to like why Bitcoin Cash is showing some bullish signs here. Does somebody out there know something that we don't know? Maybe people are trying to go from Bitcoin into cash because they're afraid of the market dropping on them, and they probably thought like buying Bitcoin Cash was going to turn their Bitcoin into cash. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm trying to be a little bit funny here. All right. But it looks like the buying pressure is coming down here on the MACD on Bitcoin Cash. And the stochastic RSI is starting to curve downward, so we could start to see this thing come down. If this bull flag does not play out, we could easily come right back down to this 21 EMA here at $330 for $330 for Bitcoin Cash. I'll go ahead and turn the VRVP, see what the VRVP says. VRVP is saying that point of control is at $343, and the value area low at 290. So if you're looking for better prices to be buying Bitcoin Cash, you could be buying it anywhere between 290 and 340 is probably some good areas to be buying it at. You put your stop loss right below at like 270 or 280. And if you're short-term trading it, but this move has already been made here. I'm not sure. We'll see how Bitcoin Cash holds up. I do see that there's a 50-day green. This green moving average at 50-day moving average is at 358. If Bitcoin Cash can hold this, then maybe we could still see some more bullish price action on Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. I believe Roger Ver started that crypto. Came out in like 2017. It's not the same thing as Bitcoin, for those who don't know. We'll look at the AVAX and Cardano next, okay? AVAX currently at $18. Ouch, down 11.8% today. And geez, I keep going back and forth between turning the VRVP on and off here. On and off, on and off. But yeah, this thing is in a bear market below the 200-day moving average. That happened in the beginning of February here, and it's just been going downward and sideways and downward and sideways. Is there any possibility of bottoming out? I do see that the RSI is trending upward, so this cryptocurrency could be showing, I mean, to me it's showing some bullish divergence right now. We'll see how it holds up. We do not want to break down below that trend line there on the RSI. That would not be good. But you can see that we're making lower lows here on the price, but we're making higher lows on the RSI. This thing could be bottoming out at $18, $20 here. Okay? Yeah, just keep that there. But I could see this thing coming down even lower to the prices that it was at in October 2023 when we were at like $9 or $10. So this thing could still lose another 50%. If buyers are not able to defend $18 right now, this thing could come down to like $9 in a short order. Wow. Yep. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'll turn on VRVP one more time to see if it confirms the numbers that I'm coming out here with. We have a value area low at $9. So yeah, the value area low is saying that $9 could be where this thing comes down to if we're not able to hold where we're at right now. The point of control is at this blue line here at $20. So we lost the point of control already. But if I zoom in real quick, I do see some high volume here on the VRVP at like $17, $18. So we're at an area where we should get a bounce. We should get a bounce here, guys. Maybe this might be the worst of the worst is today. I am bearish on crypto. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are bearish. That's the reason why I am bearish. But I do see some bullish divergences creeping up on the charts, at least on the daily time frame here for some of these cryptos. So could we be bottoming out this week? We might have a little bit more pain, and then we could be bottom out. And what could cause us to bottom out? I believe if we do bottom out, it's because of this inflation. If inflation starts coming down on the CPI here on Wednesday, and then we also have the PPI, which is the producer price index, okay? The PPI, if those numbers are lower than what they're expecting, that could mean that we're getting a little bit of deflation. That could mean that inflation is no longer an issue, and the Federal Reserve to start lowering interest rates and helping out the economy here. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Mark down Wednesday, March 12th, and Thursday, March 13th are some pretty important days in the week for the economy and cryptocurrency and stock market world. Let's take a look at what Cardano's doing here. Okay. Cardano currently trading at 72 cents, down 9.4%. Cardano is a little bit stronger than some of these other cryptocurrencies we looked at because it is actually above its 200-day moving average, that red line there. That red line is currently sitting at 68 cents. If Cardano was to come down a little bit more, I would expect it to try to defend and bounce that level. Bounce off that level. You can see that last time we came down to the 200-day moving average here. We came down. We actually went down a little bit below it, and then we bounced off violently on Sunday, last Sunday actually, when Cardano went up like 72% in one day. Jesus Christ. And that was because Donald Trump tweeted on Truth Social that Cardano was going to be in the crypto reserve. But then we found out that that was a lie, or he misspoke or whatever, because Donald Trump then said, oh, I only mentioned the cryptocurrencies that are in the top 5 cryptos by market cap out there. And it's like, what, really? So like it's not going to be in there? What was the whole point of that? I don't know. Either Donald Trump doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to crypto, or somebody else is using his account on his behalf and trying to pump up the markets, which I suspect might be the case. I believe Eric Trump is actually tweeting on Truth Social for his father and saying things on his father's behalf, but I don't know. Or maybe that's what Eric Trump has heavy influence on Donald Trump, and I'm just speculating here, obviously, but maybe Eric Trump whispers things into Donald Trump's ear, and he hears one thing and he says the first thing to come off his mind after he hears Eric Trump talk about it, and then he has to correct himself when people will ask him, like, you said Cardano was going to be in there, and then Cardano, you guys are not buying Cardano? What? Make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. So we have Cardano here above the 200-day moving average. If we lose the 200-day moving average support, then where could Cardano come down next? Well, we have the 0.236 level at 57 cents. Could give us some support for Cardano if it comes down lower. And then I'm expecting Cardano to have even more support at like 34 cents. If you guys have any other cryptocurrencies you want me to look at, go ahead and put it in the I'm taking user requests right now, so go ahead and put it in the chat. And don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate all the likes and appreciation for my channel here. I try to show up for you guys and give you guys a good look at like what's going on in the charts here. I know it's pretty obvious that we're in a bear market, but it's good to know like where you could possibly, if you still got more money, where you could possibly buy some cryptos at some low prices here. Let's take a look at the virtual protocol network. All right, let me get rid of some data here. Virtuals currently at 62 cents, down 9.29% today. Stochastics are very low on this crypto. Could possibly be a good area to buy. This Fibonacci analysis that I did is no longer valid anymore, so let me get rid of that. Okay. Oh no, did I get rid of my moving averages? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to fix that later. But if I turn on the VRVP, you know, the VRVP is saying that there's a lot of volume here at like 14 cents. I'm sorry, not 14. 4 cents. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Also, we have another high volume node here at like 40 cents. So I'm expecting this crypto, if it can't maintain the levels that it's at right now, it's probably going to come right down to about 40 cents, where we got some sideways trading action back in like October, November of last year. A lot of traders settled up at that area, about 30 to 40 cents. So I'm expecting this crypto to get a bounce off of that level if we continue going down. Let me try to put in my moving averages here that I deleted by accident. If you guys want to see how I'm able to get these moving averages the way I normally do them, okay? You just come over here to indicators. This is trading view. Hey Lisa. So this is how I come out with my moving averages here. I'll do let's see. It's been a while here since I looked into this moving average. You can do like a moving average simple, okay? I like to do like a 5-day moving average here. So what I end up doing is, let's see. Hey, actually I don't see my my 5 moving average. That indicator is not in there. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this thing up again. Moving average ribbon. I think that's the one that I was using, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I got the moving average ribbon here. And what I'll come in is I'll go into the settings here. And I'll start changing things to match what I like, okay? So they already have some indicators here that you can use. You got the 20, 50, 100, 200. I'll keep the 200, I'll keep the 100, and I'll keep the 50, okay? And I'll get rid of this one right here. I don't need that one right for now. And I'll leave the 200 as red. And the 100, for me, I like that one to be blue, lower light blue. And then the 50, I'll turn that into green, okay? And that's how I get these moving averages here, okay? You got red, green, blue. Let me get rid of the VRVP. So there you go. You got the moving averages there. And then as far as like the EMA, I like to do 21 exponential moving average. So I'll come here and put that in there as I basically want the moving average exponential, okay? And then I'll come into settings, change this to 21. Seems to be the magic number here. And put that as white. And now I got my white 21 EMA in there, okay? So that's how I get the moving averages here, guys. Okay, so you see, and then with this, I can read the data. You know, there's the 50 in the green, the 100s in the blue, the red is 200 moving average, and then of course you got the white is the 21 EMA. Okay. All right. Let's look at some other cryptos here. Let's look at here's one I haven't looked at, but looks like it's pretty freaking cheap right now. AIT protocol currently at 1 cent, almost 1.5 cent here. And this crypto, let's see, I gotta get rid of this line here. This crypto on the daily chart, wow. Okay, yeah. This one is definitely looks like it's bottoming out, right? So here we are, March of 2024. This crypto was high as $1.21. Imagine if it could go back to $1 right now. You could turn $100 into probably $10,000 right now. If you buy this thing at a penny and it goes right back up to $1, yeah. Yeah, this one is bad. So this is actually crypto that I lost money on. I actually bought this crypto back in December when it was at like 6 cents, thinking that I was getting the bottom here. And then this thing just kept on dipping all throughout January, February here. I didn't really throw too much money into it, but I mean, you could possibly see if you could get this crypto at lower prices at a penny right now. And yeah. This crypto has to deal with AI, artificial intelligence. It's kind of like ChatGPT. It has a chat service. You can ask it any question here. But anyways, going on to AIT protocol, I do see RSI here back here in February at like 37, and right now we're currently at 27. So there is no bullish divergence. This thing is just making lower lows on price and lower lows on the RSI. But you would want to see if this thing is going to bottom out. You want to see RSI start creeping up like that. And if it does come down, you want to see it making higher lows here. And then this should be the end of the price going down. So lower lows on price, higher lows on the RSI, bullish divergence. You would then try to throw your hat in the ring and see if you can catch the bottom on this crypto here. But I believe I saw some bullish divergence back in like December when I got into this thing, and it didn't play out. So just keep in mind that, you know, you could still try to catch the bottom and the thing can go, keep on dipping below whatever bottom that you thought you were going to get. But yeah, this one's cratering. Yeah, but I like the fact that it's starting to go flatline. So I mean, even though you're still losing money, you're not losing as much money as people that that got involved in like March or April. Sorry to anybody here that got involved in March or April, but yeah, that's brutal. Hopefully you put your stop losses in. Yeah, that's brutal. AIT could possibly bottom out, could possibly go a little bit lower. Let's see, any other cryptocurrency we can look at here. Let's take a look at storage coin. Storage coin is currently down 9% today. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci analysis here. Currently 26 cents here on storage. Storage is below all the moving averages here. Storage looks like it's creating a falling wedge, possibly. Might even call it a falling knife, but yeah, you probably don't want to catch a falling knife if that's the case. Storage, wow. I mean, we haven't seen prices of storage being this low since like around August of 2023, almost 2 years ago. In January of 2023. We have seen lower prices on storage going back to like historical data back in like March of 2020 and April 2020 when this thing was at like 10 cents a coin. So if this thing goes lower, you know, it might go down to 10 cents. You'll lose half your money. Yeah. But this could also possibly be the bottom. I'm going to try to see if I can create a bullish case here for you guys. The bullish case for storage, right, is if you were to treat this as a double bottom. Okay, you have a bottom here on February 3rd. We got as low as 26 cents. Here we are, March 9th here. We're back to 26 cents again. Okay, could this possibly be a double bottom? Let's see if there's anything that gives us some support here. RSI doesn't seem as low as it was back in February, so maybe this could be the beginning of some bullish divergence where you have higher lows on the RSI and you have basically the same low on the price. Okay, eventually those lines, if we were to extend them, they would actually converge on each other, so we call that bullish divergence. Okay, because we have price creating the same low here. We have RSI creating higher lows here. If this was a double bottom, the way you would measure that is you would measure from the bottoms at 26 cents to the top here in between the two bottoms where we got as high as like 44 cents here. You would take that measured move and you would move it up to the top of that top in between the two bottoms here. And it gives you a measured move. This thing could go back up to 72 cents. If you were to be bullish, that's a worthwhile, lofty price target, but it would allow you to triple your money with this cryptocurrency. And that's the reason why we're in crypto, right? Because we're trying to make crazy outsized gains. We're willing to stomach the volatility as long as we're able to like triple or quadruple our money, and you could possibly do that with storage. I mean, if you're able to catch this bottom here. Now, you know, I'm loving the fact that we're at this level for storage, because you know if this 26 cent level holds, you'll probably never see it again, and you can go up to higher prices here. And then you can just put your stop loss at like 24 or 23 cents here. So you don't have to risk that much. You can risk like 10%, right? To try and gain 100% or 200% on your trade here. And the fact that you got the stochastics are already low as is, you're creating a little bit of bullish divergence here. Okay, this thing could possibly be bottoming out, and it's considered a real-world asset in RWA. Storage is kind of like similar to like render, and we can look at render next. But storage is it's allowing people to use the memory on other people's computers, so that way they can store their files in a decentralized way. And then you know, you just pay people using storage coin in order for you to use the storage on their computer. Look up storage coin for you guys who are interested in a real world asset and a crypto that could possibly be bottoming out right now. Okay, let's take a look at the Randa. Randa is down 12% today. Okay, currently at $3.06. And we're looking at the daily chart. Obviously, it's in the bear market, below 200-day moving average, and significantly below the last recent high, where it got as high as like $11 here in December. Randa. Let's see if we can find any bullish divergence. Can we make a bullish case for render like we did with storage here? Uh-oh. 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 Guys, I think I see some bullish divergence here on render. And it's a little bit more obvious than on storage here. Obviously, the price is going low on storage. You got lower lows here on price. But look at this. You got higher lows on the RSI. could render be bottoming out at $3? Maybe it comes down a little bit lower. Maybe you can get some render at like below $3, maybe 290 or 280, 260 maybe. But this cryptocurrency is creating some bullish divergence on the daily chart, which could play out. This could be the bottom, okay? And if this is the bottom, it might create like a rounded bottom here where, you know, we just go sideways here, up and down, up and down, up and down, before we get more bullish later on into like June or July of later on this year, okay? So you might see render do something like this. Create like a U shape, a rounded bottom, okay? And this cryptocurrency could probably get back up to like maybe, I don't know, $7 by middle of July, maybe, okay? I'm just speculating, okay? But I mean, that's how these things would play out if they are bottoming out, okay? Unless it's going to be more like a V. If this is a bottom and it's a V-shaped recovery, then it would probably look something like this, where it just goes straight up and to the right. And then what? Then you could probably have $8 render by May of 2025. Get above the 200-day moving average. That'd be a V-shaped recovery, right? Because it's shaped like a V, coming down and coming back up just as fast as you came down. Okay. I don't know. Most likely, I'm expecting a rounded bottom here, and I still think we can get a recovery going into August and later on this year. But yeah, I think $3 is probably where most traders and investors are going to defend render. If I turn the VRVP for render, high volume node is showing at $3.60 was where a lot of volume was at. We're below that level right now. As I zoom out some more, let's see if the things change here. We have a value area low at like, oh my god, 30 cents on render? Jesus. Wow, if we go any lower, actually no, we got some more volume here. We got some more volume at 250, 240, and then even more volume at $1.80. Okay, so I'm expecting render to come down to $1.80 if it continues being bearish. All right, but I do like what I'm seeing with the bullish divergence. We'll see if it plays out. Bullish divergence should cause this thing to just go sideways and stay at $3. Okay, and I think that's like your best, the best thing you can hope for at this point with render is that it just goes sideways and just stops going down. If the bleeding could just stop, I think you guys could be all right. Even better than that, which is highly unlikely, is that we do a V-shaped recovery and we just go right back up to like $4 or $5 on render. Well, maybe $4 might be possible, but $5 is still possible. But we would really need some good news to come out about artificial intelligence, about GPUs, about the overall market macro environment, them lowering interest rates. That would cause a V-shaped recovery for render here. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be it for the live stream here. I just wanted to go over some of these cryptos here. It's scary out there. There's a lot of blood in the streets. We got slightly disappointed by the crypto summit not really telling us anything new that we didn't already know. Okay, but we'll pay attention to what inflation's doing later on this week. If we get lower inflation, we could get lower interest rates, which then could push the prices of these cryptocurrencies back up. And I'm still seeing some bullish divergence in some of these cryptos. We saw it with storage, we saw it with render. I think we saw it with like Bitcoin Cash and some other cryptos here. Aptos was showing some bullish divergence. Yeah, we need to see double bottoms, bullish divergence on the other side for us to feel more comfortable about being invested in these assets here. And I'm finishing off here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's currently trading at $81,945. Like I said earlier in the live stream, I could see Bitcoin coming down to like $76,000, $77,000. With this, we got some volume here on the VRVP, And then we got a low target here of like Bitcoin could come down into like low 70s, possibly $67,000 before it decides to stop scaring us and stop bleeding us to death here. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel and you're liking this live stream and you want to come see it again, please consider joining the community here and subscribing to the channel. And if you're loving my technical analysis here on your cryptocurrencies, go ahead and click that like button. And I'm probably going to start talking more about stock market now that we kind of already know like it's a bear market in crypto right now. And I'm going to still be trying to following up on like, you know, what's going on with the gold market and oil markets. I think it's time for us to start talking about these kind of things here. Because, I mean, unless we get some more exciting action here in crypto, I want to talk about other places where you can be making money, okay? Right now, crypto just doesn't seem to be it unless you're short selling this market. Then you can be making money. We can talk about that too, how to make money short selling too. But for now, guys, that's going to be it for today. I will see you on the next live stream. Look for my live streams around this time at 5 p.m. East Coast time, okay? Take care, guys.